So I'm reviewing season 10 Ohio edition of Love is Blind. And let me tell you, a lot of these people were not ready. They were not ready for this experience. Yes, a lot of them wanted commitment. A lot of them truly want to get married. But is love truly blind? I don't think so. We're coming in with our own biases, our own past opinions, going back to traits of people that we liked in old relationships. And we're using that to dictate who we marry in the future after only talking to these people for like 10 days. And I get it. You have strong connections. You have strong connections in real life initially, until you start to unpack the real. Like, even in real life, outside of the pods, outside of, a show, after a month of the honeymoon stage initially, stuff gets real. And it does here as well. And there are bigger stakes because you're actually getting married. So the person I want to talk about the most is Chris. Chris. You are not ready for this experience, in my opinion. You are not. I mean, some maturity needs to happen. Some of the things that you said about your match, who is gorgeous. And yes, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Gorgeous and accomplished, it doesn't matter. And to his point, she could have all of this going on, but if she's not my person, then it doesn't matter. And I get that, truly. But he's totally superficial. And I don't want to say just superficial in the sense of, looks all the way, but he's making a big leap on what he thinks will work with Bree, and he doesn't know that either. To his point, it could just go all up in flames, and who knows? We don't know. But Bree, also, I side-eye a little bit because you're telling your fiance, I want to talk to my option two, because we talked about so much stuff in the pods, and I get that. But that's like saying, I want to talk to an ex-boyfriend because we spent 2 years together. You have a lot of history with that person as well. Do you need to talk to that person before you make this decision? If the answer is yes, then okay. But if the answer is no, then leave this in the past. Can't do anything but hurt your future relationship and maybe cause some insecurities in your current fiance that don't need to be there. The next person I want to talk about is Emma. Emma seems like a really, really sweet woman. And, and I get there's a lot of history that makes her not want to have children. And I get it. And she knew this was going to be a topic. And she's handling it well as far as all the conversations that they're having about it. But I don't want her to settle, because she wants a partner. I mean, I know she knows that this is going to be an obstacle for most people. Most, men who want to get married, I don't want to say most, some may want a child. And that is something that you have to navigate, that, this may not be, sorry, I'm in the car. This may not be the, way to go. Maybe it would have been better, and this is just my opinion, to do some type of dating site or something where you specifically meet people who don't want kids, and then you match with someone whose personality aligns with yours. Maybe. But the foodie in me, I will tell you, she was eating those hot fries in the girl side, and I got hungry. I mean, I don't know, I got distracted by those hot fries, so I'm gonna have to go get some. But all in all, the show is really entertaining. I only think there's a possibility for one of the couples to work. Vic and I forgot his match. I think they are really, really well aligned. I love her mom's response to him. Like, she loves him. And she was like, he's hot. And I get it, girl. Like, I love when, older people, they say their truths. And, she seems cute. So, that's my opinion. Just on those two for Love is Blind. My takeaways are, you may think you're ready for something, but sometimes you have to do the self-work before you put yourself out there. And then 2, do not compromise on what you truly, truly want. Yes, you can change your mind, and that's fair. But I believe it's going to take a lot longer than this process for her to make the decision, and she said that. But do you want to go through the process of getting married before you made that decision to get divorced later, because he's being open and honest with you and you him, but only time will tell. So I can't wait to see the next episode. I really, really can't wait to see the reunion. For those who don't match, I would love for the host to ask, after seeing everyone, who would you have selected? Only for those who don't match. I don't want to be messy for those who stay together, but of course they're going to say each other, but just my opinion. Let's watch together. And until the next one, if you want to see another video or you want to do a live question and answer on this, let me know. Talk to you later.